Welcome to the fourth annual MFA Products of Design Thesis presentations. Before we start, I know you all want to get on your computer. So, the network is SVA guest. The password is welcome with a 0 to SVA. And you could take a picture of this and then refer to it later if you have to check your email. Before I start, I want to thank David Rhodes, Tony Rhodes, Jeffrey Neeson, the leadership of SVA, Stephen Heller, co-founder of the program, all my SVA colleagues and community, Alicia Wessler, Marco Manriquez, and Krithi Rao, and I think we're going to applaud for them. Amazing Products of Design staff. John Haida and the entire crew at the VFL, who I know are on the simulcast right now, so turn and say hello to them, I think. All right, great. Good to have you again. Adam Natali and the entire crew here at the SVA Theater, we're very appreciative. And then a special thank you for some extra producing for today, Bernice Wong, Alexia Cohen, Juho Lee, Chris Rand for being Chris Rand. Vincent Tulo is our photographer today, along with Juho Lee. And Brian Nito is the director. Hello, Brian. Cue Brian. Our amazing faculty, so many of them. Every year I have to enlarge this page. I think we have the largest faculty in history, but we're so grateful to all of them. In particular, I want to thank the thesis faculty who have helped the students get through this final mile here. Andrew Schloss, Abby Covert, Brent Arnold, Emily Balt, Stephen Dean, Janet Gilbert, and Sinclair Smith, many of whom are here today and some of whom are watching from afar. I want to thank the first year students for being here next year. We're paying it forward somehow. And there'll be new students on this slide next year. And then as always, I want to thank Victoria and Bronwyn, my family, for all of the support for all of these years now. Again, viewers joining us on today's live stream, thank you. We're going to keep it moving pretty quick. So this will be about 4 hours. And you can snack when you want. Here we're just going to snack in the middle. And then in particular, the families of our presenting and graduating students, thank you for letting us borrow your family members, your children. Thank you for supporting them. Thank you for not really being exactly sure what they're doing in this program, which we have learned, but maybe today that will become a little clearer, so more giggles than I had anticipated. Can we actually applaud the families, please, for being here? All right, so 4, a good number. Today is our 4th time here in the SVA Theater with our 4th graduating students ready to present. They will be receiving their diplomas at Radio City Music Hall next Tuesday in exactly 4 days from today. I like the number 4 because it's actually my favorite number. I think it's a little lazy that 4 is my favorite number, because I can't think of a more predictable and safer number to choose. But as a kid, I chose orange as my favorite color and 4 as my favorite number. Not a lot of daring in either of those. And not an especially fitting choice for someone who believes in the exception and not the rule. But 4 it is, and orange it is. So let's take a look at the number 4, that conventional but well-meaning Cub Scout leader of the numerical crowd. I mentioned last year that nature builds in 3s, that all of nature is triangles, stronger, smarter, but that humans are the only animal that builds in 4s. Humans build square skyscrapers and square houses. In those houses, we build rooms with 4 walls and 4 corners. And in those rooms, we put rectangular furniture, and on that furniture, we put paper that has 4 sides, or laptops that have 4 corners, or place settings that come in sets of 4 with square napkins on 4-cornered placemats. Sometimes with us, in these 4-cornered homes, are our 4-legged friends. And together we watch movies on television, on rectangular screens, or tuck in with a book that has 4 satisfying edges. I was going to say deckled edges, but only 3 of those edges are deckled. But lucky if you have deckled edges. At the end of the day, we might place our wallet on a bedside table next to a 4-poster bed, and within that wallet are credit cards, business cards, paper bills of money. You get the idea. When humans step outside, we can't help ourselves either. We build baseball diamonds, that's a square with 4 corners, but at a creative angle. Football stadiums, hockey rinks, 4 sides, but rounded corners. Tennis courts, boxing rings. We like to construct in 4s, but nature be damned, we've got plenty of 4s going on right inside of us. 4 chambers of the heart, 4 limbs, 4 arms. Cheating. But all of these examples are physical, constructed, corporeal. Metaphorically and symbolically, 4s have a bit more fun. We can travel to the 4 corners of the earth. We gather the elements into that earth and add fire, water, and air. The cardinal points of the compass look to north, south, east, and west, and I wonder what our worldview would be like if we pronounced that phrase south, east, west, and north. 407 years ago starts the Gettysburg Address. Franklin Roosevelt proposed our 4 freedoms, and 4 strong winds that blow slowly, sung by Neil Young and written by Ian Tyson, promise that he'll look for us if he's ever back this way again. Now, the letter C absolutely loves 4s. The 4 C's of food safety: cooking, cleaning, chilling, and cross-contamination. I think that's 5. The 4 C's of financial credit: character, collateral, capacity, and credit score. The 4 C's of marketing: cost, commodity, communication, and channel. The 4 C's of diamonds: cut, clarity, carat, and color. Yes, okay. Someone knows their diamonds. 4s can be lucky. 4-leaf clovers, 4 aces in a deck of cards, but 4s can also be pejorative. 4 eyes describe someone who needs glasses. 4-letter words are frowned upon, and really only have their true power when they're used very, very sparingly. But fuck, I cannot believe that the 4 Seasons restaurant got taken out of business. My final example is the golden ratio, that most beloved proportion for designers, which is found as the solution of the quadratic equation, 4 again. Okay, so for me, the number 4, besides being my favorite, has an added significance, and it's dead serious. I believe that there are 3 overwhelming forces at work on our planet and on our civilization. They are religion, they are politics, and they are money. And those are them. In their hands, they hold very large, very heavy, and very powerful levers for changing behavior, for changing civilization, its future, our future. And they do not have a sustainable built-in moral compass. Religion unifies and gives comfort and purpose to a great many, but one could argue that there could not be a more effective way of dividing people up and keeping them separate, and at the same time marginalizing their existence here on Earth, often by promising a better one later on, and fundamentally compromising any agreed upon importance of this one current world we inhabit. Politics will speak for itself right now, but the proximity of democracy and tyranny has never felt so acute and precarious. And money? Make no mistake, the business of business is to stay in business. That is its mission and often its law, the fiduciary mandate and responsibility of business owners to their shareholders. It has no built-in moral compass. Those are the 3 forces. But there is a 4th one out there. I want there to be a 4th force out there, and I want it to be design. Design, with its built-in, baked-in, dyed-in-the-wool mandate to serve, to empathize, to research, to respond, to reimagine, to re-ennoble, to respect, and then to do it all over again, to iterate, to literally redo it, to be better. These are the unique and extraordinary ingredients of design's built-in moral compass. This is the potential of design, and this especially is the power of design. And today, I want you to feel that power viscerally. I want you to feel a wild redefinition of relationships, of products and place, and ultimately a call to action, not in a world that has rendered science and intelligence absurd, but in a world alchemized by design where justice and participation are sisters to wonder and astonishment. We want to show you alternatives to human dominion, dressed up in power suits, digitizing and fetishizing every analog thing they can touch, then, like Pygmalions, falling in love with their own creations, appropriating, commodifying, and financializing them into monopolies and us into oblivion. Instead, designers need to instigate action that reframes a world of scarcity into a world of abundance. We rally behind the power of design in all its complexity, not despite the seemingly impossible challenges ahead, but because of them. We need to be at this grand table of design, eating together, building confidence together, as firebrands, not only by pointing to a better world, but by making that better world physical and, above all, visible. The superpower of the designer is her ability to make prototypes. Prototypes so convincing and so persuasive that they empower people, organizations, governments to actually have an intelligent and considered conversation about what to do next, and then to actually do it. Prepare to see an avalanche of prototypes in all forms today: experiential, virtual, social, physical, and yes, even commercial. And I'm hoping many will resonate in your head, and I'm hoping that many will also resonate in your hearts, all 4 chambers of them. And with that, let's together round this final 4th corner of the 4th semester of the 4th graduates of the MFA in Products of Design program. Thank you all for coming today and sharing your time and your presence. And now may I present the velvet voice of today's event, Michael Lee Kenny.